Hey, how you doing? So look, if you're watching this, it's because something in your business feels harder than it should right now. And you're right to question that, okay? Because most growing businesses, they don't lack information. They lack the access to it. All right, the answers your team needs are spread across documents, tools, siloed in emails, even in people's heads. And new hires are taking you months to onboard, all right? Clients are getting different answers from different people in your team. If you can resonate with this, you understand. Work slows down because people are searching, guessing, or interrupting others just to move forward. Right? This is good for no one. So in the next minutes, I'll show you what it looks like when your business knowledge is finally accessible, on demand, using your own data in one place. So here's the agent, aptly named Atlas. And at this point we have it plugged into Slack, but you can have it plugged in wherever you want. So it could be your Teams account, it could be even your WhatsApp with voice activation, and it can even be a bot on your website. So let's just, for this instance, pretend it's a bot on your website and a client is asking a question. So in this case, what's the cost per hour for travel in the Gulfstream G500? So we hit play and we're going to wait a few seconds, and it's going to return an answer. Again, the answers come back in a few seconds. Dependent on the complexity of what you're asking, it can take up to 20 seconds for longer format. But here, based on our company database, and remember it's based on your database, so it's only pulling sources of truth. It's not going off hallucinating, it's not searching the internet, just your truth. Okay, so in this case, Atlas Aviation charges between 9,000 and 11,000 per hour for flights. Okay, so let's get another. And here we've got, what jets do you have that can fly non-stop? So the client is asking the website, the bot, what airplanes, what jets they have that can fly non-stop from New York City to LA. So we're going to hit play. Okay, so that time took around about 5 seconds, but it has performed the query and brought us back this output that talks to the Gulfstream G500, the G550, the Bombardier Global. And again, this is just on private jets that you have access to, right? That, in your book of business per se. So this is how it can work on the customer facing side. But how about utilizing it to recall for your employees any of the data that you have in your knowledge base, right? Whether that's in depositories, within your CRM, or even sending an email. So what we're going to do is run a few queries there. So let's say one of your employees has made a wrong booking and she doesn't remember the protocol and the procedure to sort that out, she. So what we're going to do here is we're going to ask the agent, what should I do if I make a mistake on a booking or a quote? And what it's going to do is it's going to go off into the database and it's going to search the knowledge and return an answer that is, again, your source of truth, the protocols, the procedures. And as you can see on the output, it has gave her the procedures. Flag it immediately to your manager or operations team. Don't try to fix it quietly. Now listen, your SOPs, your best practices are going to be different to other people's, okay? Because you've built your SOPs on the back of hard work and building up your business from the ground up and finding what works for you, your way of work. So integrally, that is what your business and your database will be built on. So let's say you want to use this tool, right? Let's say this is a leadership tool. You want to be able to use it on your phone, WhatsApp, Slack has an app, Teams has an app. So let's say you want to book meetings on the fly, right? Just remember something or call come in. We can also ask the RAG agent to do that. So in this case, send Jacob a Tech Connected a calendar invite with a Google Meets linked attached for Friday, 16th January at 1 p.m. until 1:30. And total that team stand up, right? You can send that off and your agent is connected through an MCP through the wireframe. So it's going to go off and book that call for you in your calendar and send the receiver an email. Now that took literally around about 7 seconds. And as you can see, it has created the event and gave you the details of the event and the calendar link for the event. Okay, so everything is here. It's gone off and done it, and it has created the meeting for you. One of the last things we'd like to showcase is sending an email. So here, I've sent an email. Can you send an email to Jacob at Tech Connected? Total Rag is working with the message content. Great work on the Rag Assistant, Jacob. Keep up the great work, right? Let's pat the engineers on the back in this case. So this is what we're going to do. Going to hit play as usual and wait on a response. And that will usually take a few seconds. Success. I mean, that return, 657, it was a matter of maybe 7 seconds, again 8 seconds. So it is creating and sending them emails for you. So as you can see, there's a lot of use cases for this system internally to help support your staff, rather than siloed information and knowledge all over the board, all across your digital tech. It's all in one place, easy to reach, easy to call upon. Plugged into your front end for supporting your clients, has all that information, and as an assistant to you, right? As leadership, you want someone, it sends you emails. You don't need a VA. This will do it all for you, saving you time, money, but also accuracy in business and speed to knowledge is super important. Listen, I hope this really worked for you. I hope you understand that this is an asset for your business. And let's jump on a call and figure out how we can move forward.